The Deuter Vertrail 16 is my new favorite adventure pack. This backpack is actually lightweight, is waterproof, and it's designed for fast-paced mountain adventure. If you follow my channel, you know I love hiking, I love trail running, I love being out in the mountains a lot. So I'm always looking for the best partner in crime. What is cool about this backpack that it combines the features of a trail running vest and the functionality of a mountaineering backpack, which makes it suitable for different kind of outdoor adventures. For example, hiking, trail running, or alpine climbing. Deuter mostly advertised this backpack as an alpine climbing backpack. However, living in Hawaii, there is not a lot of alpine climbing out here, but this backpack can work very well out here for day hikes, day adventures. It's just a really good backpack. The number one reason for it, because it is waterproof. Now, having a waterproof backpack in Hawaii, it's great. It can rain anytime. So if you're thinking about going on an outdoor adventure, you know, on a waterfall adventure, this is perfect. You drop your backpack in the river, you pick it up, everything is dry inside. That's the first thing. If you get caught in a downpour, everything inside your pack can stay dry. So that's number one function. However, what is really important about this pack, it's how I said before, it has the functionality of a trail running vest, so you can move super fast with the vest style design, and you can have pretty good load in your pack. This pack is not made for heavy loads, of course. I actually tested it out last weekend when I was shooting a video. I carried my camera. With the lens, I carried my big drone with the remote, some food, some extra gear. So my pack was actually pretty heavy. So I was jogging down the mountain and I could tell that it was, you know, after a while it got a little bit uncomfortable. Not super uncomfortable, but I had probably 12 to 13 pounds in the pack, and the suggestion of carry in this pack is about 6 to 7 pounds. So yeah, I definitely understand why they say that. You carry less, it's more comfortable on the long run or on the long hike out. The Deuter Vertrail 16 is made of 220 denier polyamide material, which translates to English is basically super abrasion resistant and durable material, and it hardly absorbs water, which really helps with waterproofing. But even if you look at it and you touch the material, you can feel that this is a thicker, durable material, which I'm really happy about, because being out in Hawaii, going exploring, you can encounter a lot of vegetation, you're going through bushes, so abrasion resistance is really, really important for a backpack here in Hawaii. Now, even if you look inside, you can see how every little part is seam seals and TPU welded everything, which is pretty amazing. If you look at the front of the backpack, basically the vest area is all made of kind of a mesh material, which makes it breathable and makes it very comfortable. What is really cool about this backpack, that it has something what other backpacks do not really have, what is called the load lifting straps. Right up here, depending on your load you're wearing in the backpack, you can adjust with these straps the whole backpack and it can fit you better. Now that's a really cool thing. Usually only see this in like bigger volume backpacking backpacks, but having it here in the small one, I actually find it very useful. What I really like about this soft flask pouches in here, that when you put in your water bottle, you can actually have two straps around, one around the top of the bottle to secure it. You basically have another strap which you tie it up, so this way you have 2 points of securing areas for the flask, which means it's gonna bounce less. Up on the right side under the load lifting strap, you have an emergency whistle which works, and that's, I see more and more in every kind of backpack they include an emergency whistle, which is a great thing. I hope you never get in trouble, but if you do, you have a whistle. Some of the weirdest thing in this backpack is this side pocket on the right side, which made for hiking poles or running poles. So when you put in your hiking or trail running poles, what I really like to do is basically you put in the pocket, and then on the side you have a strap where you fix it but then it still feels like they can move in and out. So what I like to do, I use the strap from the water bottle and then I put them around, so it makes it more stable and then much better. The weight of the pack is 1.06 pounds or 480 grams, which makes this pack a pretty light backpack. Now, because it's a pretty light backpack, is of course a frameless backpack, just like all these other trail running vest style of backpacks. This one thing you remember, when you have a frameless backpack, you really have to know and have to pay attention how to load your pack. So let's say you have a lot of gear you want to pack in. You want to make sure that whatever you put against your back is comfortable. It's not poking your back while you are hiking or running, because that's not gonna be comfortable. It is a roll top backpack, which means only has one opening where you open it up, and that's how you pack your backpack. Inside of the pack you will find this inside pocket, which is very handy. I love to put all my important stuff, my wallet, my keys, in that backpack, so it keeps them dry and safe. Now, what is cool about this pocket, if you look at it, it gives you some really interesting information, like, you know, call 911 if you get in trouble, what to do when you get in trouble, how to help someone who is in trouble. So that's pretty interesting. It has to be a German thing, because I never seen this in the United States backpacks. Yeah, Deuter is a German company, if I didn't tell you that before. But I forgot to mention that under the soft flask pouch there is an opening, there is a zipper compartment for your phone. It can fit other things too, but I like to put my phone in there. However, if you have a bigger phone like an iPhone Pro Max, that will not gonna fit. I can barely fit in my iPhone 15 Pro. That's one thing to consider. On the back of the pack there are different kind of attachment points. You can put your ice axe in there if you are going alpine climbing, what I will not gonna do. You can put many other things in the pack. Last time I actually put on my handheld tripod. I strap it to the back of the pack, and that's how I was running down from the mountain. So yeah, use your imagination, use your tightening skills, and definitely you have some options out there. The volume of this pack, how the name says, is a Vertrail 16, so it's a 16-liter pack. What you might think, it's not a lot of space for a backpack, but for a day pack or a day adventure is more than enough. You can have a lot of space. You have all these attachments, you have the front pockets. I think it's just perfectly enough for mostly any kind of day adventures. So I like the size. Keep it small, keep it light, and keep it simple. Now, if you go on Deuter website, you realize that these are only 3 colors they have. They have this lovely yellowish color, which I really love. There is a blue and there is a gray one. So only 3 options for color, but I'm sure from those 3 colors you find which one you like. I really like something which more poppy. So if I'm in the jungle or in the greenery, people can find me, people can see me. If I have one of those black ones, I'm gonna just disappear in the jungle, which I don't want to. Another thing worth to mention about this backpack, this actually Deuter did not use PFAS to make this backpack. PFAS is basically just a really bad material, chemical material, which is bad for health, bad for your environment, and most of the time is used for waterproofing or water resistant coatings, but Deuter didn't use it, so that's very nice. It's good for environment, good for you, good for everyone. Price of the pack originally is $210, which is not the lowest, not the highest, but for $210 there is a lot of other backpacks out there you can buy. If you buy a backpack like this, you have to really know what you're gonna use it for, if it's gonna worth you the money. In my opinion, this backpack, it's worth the $200. For me, for what I'm gonna use it, is a good deal. And the better thing is that right now there is a lot of deals on it, probably because it's an older model, but you can find it even for $130, $150, which is definitely a deal for this backpack. The Deuter Vertrail 16 is a perfect day pack for everyone, from a hiker to a trail runner. You can even go out on a shorter canyoneering trips or just explore out of nowhere. This backpack will carry everything you need: food, water, essential gear. That's it. You can go and get it. If you want one of this backpack, leave me a comment, let me know what you like about it or what you don't like about it. I'm always curious, but for me at the moment this is became one of my favorite like day exploring backpacks. So I really enjoy them, and thank you guys for watching another review, and see you guys next time. Aloha.